Uganda's coffee sector is facing intense pressure to comply with the EU's new rules on deforestation-free exports, which could potentially affect coffee farmers across the country. Addressing the Katikiro of Buganda, Peter Mayiga, earlier Friday, officials from the Uganda Coffee Development Authority explained that all coffee value chain actors will be required to be registered if they are to continue exporting to the EU market.
UDR dictates that imported coffee and cocoa need to be deforestation free, and this must be demonstrated by the trader through traceability and a favorable risk assessment.
The European Union Deforestation Regulations came into force in June 2023 and will be implemented in December 2024. All coffee exporters who intend to export coffee on deforested land later than December 2020 will be prohibited.
Not only for coffee, but cocoa, soya, bean, cattle, beef, oil palm, rubber. Submit specific documents to export to the EU market to ascertain and confirm that they were not produced on land that was deforested after December 2020.
These regulations also require exporters to submit specific documentations to the EU to ensure compliance.
A detailed land use map to confirm deforestation-free production after the date that I have talked about. We are also required to present evidence that there is compliance with local legislation. That means as we are going about growing our coffee, we must make sure that we conform to the laws of the land.
In response, the Katikiro of Buganda, Peter Mayiga, called for collective effort to safeguard actors in the coffee value chain in the country. Mayiga emphasized the critical need for sensitization of coffee farmers on the need for registration.
It's our duty to join hands with the government, with UCDA, with everyone involved in the coffee industry, so as to protect the 15 million or so Ugandans whose livelihoods depend on coffee. When a bill is introduced, there is a mischief that is intended to be cured. And if you don't explain that thoroughly, you create confusion, as we did in 2018. But I think we were right even then. Now, it's our duty this time round to sensitize the coffee farmer about the need for registration. It is for their good.
Mayiga underscored the critical role played by the Uganda Coffee Development Authority in boosting coffee production in the country.
The coffee industry will need as much support as possible, much more support than has ever been needed, because a lot more people are growing coffee. A lot more people's lives is going to depend on coffee. Then it will be fatal to think of talking about phasing it out in 2027.
The European Union remains the largest destination of Uganda's coffee, with over 60% annual exports. Mary Namkose, UBC News.